Okay, so tomorrow is Tyson versus Jake. Yes, Mike Tyson, boxing legend, versus Jake Paul. You heard it right. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, boxer to ever live in the heavyweight division. Jake Paul goes up against puny Mike Tyson. I wonder who's going to win that fight. This 60-year-old man who hasn't boxed since a little after I was born, or a Disney Channel star?
Heyo, I'm Jake Paul from Bizarre, and you're watching Disney Channel. Oh, no looker, first ever. Oh, nailed it.
Hey, think about it. In 2005, 10, you said Brian Mike Tyson's gonna come back to fight the dude from Bizarre. I would have slapped you across the face with my 5-year-old hand and said, "Get the fuck out of my face." And I didn't even know what fuck was it when I was 5. Like, how are they gonna, okay. One of the rules says that Tyson will have more time to rest if he's needed. Huh? Who's Jake gonna fight? The Shadow? Is he gonna be running laps in the ring? It just gives Jake more time to rest. So, the rounds are 2 minutes, which Tyson's been in and out of the hospital, so it comes some slack. But even then, he's not gonna. His stamina, it won't be able to handle it. His heart's not. He's not 27-year-old Tyson where he fought Holyfield twice. He fought Douglas. He's not him. He's not that same guy. Yes, experience is still there, but he's not that Tyson anymore. He's a 60-year-old grandpa. I didn't know that was. But it's crazy to think about that. People like Jake and Mike Tyson are stepping in the ring, and people are still just saying that Jake's gonna lose. Personally, I see it going to points or it being a doctor stoppage for Tyson. I don't think Tyson's gonna have the health. And if you're wondering where I'm eating today, saltine crackers. Yes, I ate this whole pack by myself in the middle of the day. So, don't judge me. But to me, the fight makes 0 sense. Like, Jake's closest fight, okay, he fought Deji. Both debuts, fun. Fair fight. If Deji trained, he might have beat Jake. I do think that is true. Deji did train hard enough, he would have beat Jake by knockout in the first, 3 or 4 rounds. Just that he lost and made Jake suffer. Deji was still a hard opponent when he didn't train. So if he trained, I think we wouldn't have this story anymore. But then we go to Gib. Pro debut. Gib caught lights. Okay. Fair enough. Nate Robinson. Okay. You have a fight over him. Okay. 1 fight. Actually 2 kind of Deji. But 0 for Nate. Okay. But Nate was an active athlete. Or recently active. But then he got knocked out. And then he's 5'8". And he's an NBA player and he never sparred. Okay. Then we go over to... Who do you fight next? Ben Askren. 40-year-old man with hip surgery. Retired UFC vet. That wrestled 9 boxed. He was on the striker. Then he went to the striker. He went to Tyron Woodley. Okay. Fine. The striker. Barely beats Tyron the first time. Second time around, knows what Tyron's movesets. Tyron took a 2-week fight and he's a 40-year-old man. Retired UFC vet. So, okay. He was supposed to fight Tommy Fury. Then he fought, if I'm not mistaken, Anderson Silva. I think he fought Anderson Silva next. I'm pretty sure. 3-1 boxer. And then he lost. And Anderson Silva got knocked down. Okay. Retired UFC vet. Very inactive boxer. And, once again, a kickboxer. Not even a boxer. I know they're very similar, but stand with me. Then he fought Tommy Fury, where he took his loss. But Tommy Fury gets a whole nother video. I'll go over his rant in another video, because he needs to be the thing. Yeah, I need to rant about him for a good 25 minutes. Then he lost him, fought Nate Diaz. UFC vet. Yes, he was a striker. Wasn't active and was very off the grid. Okay. Then he fought an Uber driver, a taxi driver, whatever the fuck Andre August does now. Then he fought a dad who, I don't know what he does, mows the lawn in his spare time. Because Ryan Botchlord, whatever his name was horrible. Honestly, I don't know how you're a professional boxer. Then he fought Mike Perry. Okay, striker. But then again, MMA. Nice fighting Tyson Fury. Okay, it's a boxer. Has more experience than you. But he's old as hell. Like, I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson... Think about it, the first iPhone was released after Mike Tyson retired. The first iPhone was announced, in fact. The Xbox 360 was announced. What else? Obama was elected. Trump was elected. Twice now. Biden was elected. 2 London bombings. Okay, there's been so much. When he last fought, I was born. My birthday's on 13th of March of 2005. His last fight was May 11th, I believe, 2005. So I don't remember watching it, but my dad did, or I assume he did, because I got into sport later on in life, not because of my dad, for other reasons. But he knew who Mike Tyson was, and he was telling me his last fight, so I assume he watched it. But then we go on to 20 years later. I've graduated high school. I've graduated all my school. I graduated high school besides college, because fuck college. Now he's fighting Jake. There's been so much. COVID came and went too. That's something that happened after Tyson retired. Like, it's a pro debut fight. It's a pro sanction fight. And the best we're doing is Tyson? Like, okay. I do think KSI versus Tommy Fury 2 could be a good fight. I did think KSI won. I still do think KSI won. I've watched the footage over. I could see where the judges may have given Tommy the win. But even then, that was very So, Tommy's barely beat 2 YouTubers, so that's another thing. But Jake's knocked out almost everyone he's fought. He TKO'd Deji. TKO'd Gib. Knocked out Nate Robinson to another planet. Ben Askren TKO'd. First time he won against Woodley was a decision. Second time knocks him out cold. Anderson Silva, the decision. Very, very unanimous too. That was clearly a win. Tommy Fury lost via split decision, so barely beat him and knocked Tommy Fury down. And then he fought Mike Perry and beat him via majority decision. So, his record, the way I say it is, Jake's a decent boxer. He's a good boxer. He trains hard. The only problem with Jake is that his opponents is not on par with him. Either they're distant shorter than him. They've had an injury or surgery come up. They're younger. They were older than him. Like, these things are small things that factor into a fight. when he needed to fight a guy who was taller than him, who's heavier than him, who had more experience than him, and who was, you know, an actual boxer, he lost that too barely. So if he just lowers the caliber down a bit, his like levels a bit down, he could win. And I think in the rematch, Jake would win, and then they'd have a third fight to, you know, watch settling the score. Same thing with KSI. He beat the first time around Joe in the amateurs. Okay, fine, washed opponent. Then he drawed against Logan and then beat Logan in a professional fight in the very first YouTuber professional fight. Then he fought Swarms and Pineda. Swarms, okay. Fat rapper. Okay. Pineda, actual boxer. He was a boxer in Mexico. Love Pineda. He's my GOAT. He's our generation's Ali. Like, look at him. How can you not love that face? But still. Then he fought Temper, knocks out Temper. Temper should have been this high caliber fighter. This prodigy that we were thinking. Then he fought Fournier. Beat Fournier via knockout. I know it was no contest but because of the elbow. But how the fight was going, give it another, I say 30, 50 to 50 seconds, I think the same result would happen with Joe on the ground and not getting up. Okay, then he fought Tommy. And then the first 2 rounds, JJ took. Okay, 100%. That's worldwide agreed. 3 and 4, Tommy took. 5 was a draw. And 6, I do think JJ took. Or it was a draw. That's how I scored it. Watch the fight back twice more. 5 could have, 6 could also have been a draw. So the fight should have been a draw or win for KSI. I don't think Tommy won that. Okay, call me a meat writer, but I think they should have a rematch to, you know, make sure of it. If Tommy says his hand was hurting because of surgery, or his hand and he had surgery afterwards. Okay, what now? Go fight him now. But then again, it's like, back to Tyson and Jake, it's very up in the air. If Tyson were doing this fight, I don't think it would hurt Jake as much as it hurts Tyson. Even though Tyson won, because Tyson beat a YouTuber. This high caliber fighter beat a YouTuber. And then if we go, let's flip it. Okay, majority decision, Tyson gets bullied and you barely beat a YouTuber. Yes, it's Jake, but you barely beat a YouTuber. Okay, split decision. He almost beat you. Okay, unanimous decision. He did get a point. Knocking Jake out. Okay, you knocked out a YouTuber that has less experience than you. Big deal, right? But if we look at Jake's perspective, knocks out Tyson. I knocked out Mike Tyson, heavyweight champion of the world. Beats via split decision. I beat Mike Tyson still. I majority any decision. If Jake was in the ring with Tyson, it builds his resume. People still don't understand that Tyson isn't 27. It's not a 27-year-old Tyson versus a 27-year-old Jake. It's a 57-year-old Tyson, almost 60, versus Jake, who's 27, who I would say currently is in his prime. But lots of people don't see that. But either way, the fight's on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Texas time. So it's like, wait, no, it's 5 p.m. here. Sorry, it's like 8 p.m. there. But we'll see then. I hope I can watch it with my friends. If I do, I'll record it, I'll film it, and I'll release it. If I don't, I'll release my thoughts afterwards with the next video, which will probably be Misfits 19, who, let's hope, Slim vs. Gib, and see how that goes. So, catch you guys in a bit. Take care, and peace.